Good morning, students. Today, our topic is affinities of pteridophyte. Yesterday, I have told you about the affinities of bryophytes. Now comes to affinities of pteridophytes. Pteridophyta means vascular plants. Pteridophyte means vascular plants. वेस्कुलर प्लांट्स मीन्स जिसमें वेस्कुलर सिस्टम और वेस्कुलर बंडल डेवलप हो जाते हैं. वेल डेवलप्ड वेस्कुलर बंडल इज प्रेजेंट. तो देन वी कैन से द pteridophyte ऑक्युपाई एन इंटरमीडिएट पोजिशन बिटवीन ब्रायोफाइट एंड हायर वेस्कुलर प्लांट्स. दैट मीन्स जिम्नोस्पर्म एंड एंजियोस्पर्म. हायर वेस्कुलर प्लांट इज angiosperms and gymnosperms. The simplest living vascular plants resembles with foliose bryophytes in many of their fundamental characters and may well have come from the same ancestral stock. But they are never the less very diverse and show a great deal of specialization. The pteridophytes resembles with the higher plants in having complex internal organization of the sporophyte, but differ from them in the absence of seed habit. Subspecialized features justify the independent identity of pteridophytes. These are, that is, resemblance of pteridophyte with bryophyte. Both pteridophytes and bryophytes both show heteromorphic alternation of generation. Heteromorphic, two type of morphology is there. Both show heteromorphic alternation of generation. The sexual reproduction is oogamous type. The male and female reproductive structures are known as antheridia and archegonia respectively in both the categories, that is pteridophyte and bryophytes. The sex organs have a protective layer of sterile cells, that is Jacquet cells. Sex organs चारों तरफ से एंक्लोज्ड रहते हैं. किसमें? प्रोटेक्टिव लेयर, दैट इज स्ट्राइल सेल से, जो कि स्ट्राइल सेल से बना रहता है. द मेल गैमेट दैट इज कॉल्ड एंथ्रोजॉइड, इट इज फ्लैजिलेटेड एंड मोटाइल, एंड द फीमेल गैमेट दैट इज एग इज नॉन मोटाइल. Water is essential for the opening of the mature sex organs and fertilization in both the groups. Many pteridophytes are homosporous. Homosporous means one type of spores are present, like bryophytes. In pteridophyte and bryophyte, homosporous condition is present. For example, in Lycopodium, Equisetum, Xylotum and the Polypodium. Certain pteridophytes like Rhynia and Xylotum have rhizoids like bryophytes. Now comes to differences between bryophytes and pteridophytes. The most striking characteristic feature which distinguishes pteridophyte from bryophyte is that the plant body in the former is sporophytic and in the later is gametophytic. The plant body of pteridophytes is differentiated into root, stem and leaves, whereas in bryophytes it is thalloid or foliose type. Thalloid, thallus like यानी कि palms like and the foliose leaf like structure मिलता है like Riccia, Markensia, Anthoceros आपने पढ़ा है. The vascular system of pteridophytes is well developed because pteridophytes are also called by the name vascular plants, vascogams, and composed of xylem and phloem, whereas there is no vascular tissue in bryophytes. Vegetative reproduction is more common in bryophytes, but it is totally absent, or we can say it present rarely in pteridophytes. Bryophytes are always homosporous, whereas many pteridophytes show heterospory. Heterosporous condition is present in pteridophytes. Two type of spores are available. You have studied like in Rhinia, Lycopodium. In Lycopodium, two type of spores are present: microspores and megaspores. In pteridophytes, the sporophyte is large, long-lived, and independent of the gametophytes. But in bryophytes, it is completely or partially dependent on the gametophyte. Sporophyte large, long-lived, and independent of gametophyte, but in bryophyte, it is completely or partially dependent on the gametophyte. The sporophyte of some bryophytes has elatus along with spores. Remember the structure of sporophyte in Riccia, Markensia, Anthoceros. There are some elaters, flagella-like elaters are present, but elaters are altogether absent in pteridophyte. Elaters कैसे थे उसमें? हाइग्रोस्कोपिक इन नेचर, जो वाटर एब्जॉर्ब करते थे और नरिशमेंट देते थे ग्रोइंग स्पोर्स को. Resemblance of pteridophyte with gymnosperms. The plant body in both the groups is sporophytic. It is differentiated into root, stem and leaves in both the groups. Which groups? Pteridophytes and gymnosperms. The young leaves show सर्सिनेट वर्नेशन इन बोथ द ग्रुप्स. यंग लीव्स में सर्सिनेट वर्नेशन मिलता है इन pteridophytes and gymnosperm also. The vascular system is well developed in both the groups, made up of xylem and phloem. The xylem is without vesicles and the phloem without companion cells. Like gymnosperm, many pteridophytes show heterosporous conditions. The antherozoids of some gymnosperms like Cycas and Jingo, the antherozoids are ciliated like those of pteridophytes. Cilia present रहते हैं. In some pteridophyte, example Slaginella, the megaspore is retained within the megasporangium, and it is a permanent feature of gymnosperm. मेगास्पोर मेगास्पोरेंजियम में क्लोज्ड रहता है and it is a permanent feature of gymnosperm. There is regular alternation of sporophytic and gametophytic generation in both the groups. Regular alternation of generation, sporophytic and gametophytic generation, is present in both pteridophyte and gymnosperm. Now, differences between pteridophytes and gymnosperm. Pteridophyte usually occur in moist and shady places, whereas gymnosperm show in xerophytic habitats. Gymnosperms have tap roots, but in pteridophyte the tap root is ephemeral and is soon replaced by adventitious roots. Pteridophytes lack vascular cambium. It means it do not show the secondary growth, while it is present in gymnosperm. Vascular cambium is present in gymnosperm, and that's why they show the secondary growth. The archegonia in pteridophytes has neck canal cells and the venter canal cell, but they are absent in gymnosperm. In homosporous pteridophytes, the development of gametophyte is initiated after the dispersal of spores from the sporangium. But in gymnosperm, the female gametophyte develops inside the megasporangium, and megasporangium of gymnosperm is called ovule. What I say? In gymnosperm, the female gametophyte develop inside the megasporangium, that is ovule, which is permanently attached to the sporophyte, and the microspore are liberated at various stages of development of the male gametophyte. Right? In gymnosperm, the pollen grains, that is called the microspores, pollen grains equal to microspores, give rise to pollen tube on germination, but no such type of structure is formed in pteridophyte. That is, no germ tube is, or pollen tube is, pollen tube is not present in pteridophyte. The gametophyte of pteridophyte is independent of the sporophyte, whereas it is dependent on the sporophyte in gymnosperm. So these are the differences between the pteridophyte and gymnosperm.